I have a few brief reminders before we begin play. Players or coaches may lodge challenges to the moderator via the text channel or the voice chat. Players or coaches may lodge a challenge directly after a question or at a score check. Challenges for questions 1 through 19 must be submitted and resolved before we move on to question 20. If any player experiences technical difficulties, please let the moderator know as soon as possible. These arise during a question. The moderator has discretion to allow more or less time or pause the round for an answer to be given. Any questions? Okay, so not seeing any. We can move on to, okay. I will now read the Aurelia passage demonstrating how I pronounce classical Latin. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredecem ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant, tandem hic equus iratus domum recurrere coepit. Ehu. Okay, so I think so. We have everybody here, so we're good to go. It started with toss up 0. So James, if you could start recording now, that would be good.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. You is it ready?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. Oops. All right. I will read one test question for no points. This question is not necessarily reflective of the difficulty of the round or the tournament. Topics in test questions may appear later in the tournament. Toss up 0. What girl's transformation is described in these lines from Ovid's Metamorphoses? She went upstairs to a rooftop room with open windows and, looking down, saw him lying there, dead. Jennifer?
No answer, sorry.
Okay. Neil?
Anaxarete.
Anaxarete is correct. Bonus 1 for BLS. What god uses the example of Anaxarete in the Metamorphoses to show why one should not be hard-hearted?
There should be Vertumnus, right? Is everyone fine with that?
Yeah, that sounds good. If Eileen agrees.
Okay, Vertumnus, final answer.
That's correct. And bonus 2. In what city on the island of Cyprus did Anaxarete live?
Oh gosh. I don't remember this. Eileen, do you know? All right, do you know any city in Cyprus?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Kitharia, final answer.
Sorry, this is Salamis. So that's 0 points on toss up 0. Oh yeah, also James, could you keep the time where it's like 20 seconds and then we need a bonus answer? And so like put in the chat like time for each of the on the bonuses.
Let me get my iPad.
Okay.
Remind me for clarity exactly when to announce what times.
So like on the first on both bonuses, it's like after as soon as I finish reading, then you yeah, that just means that so when James puts time, I'll be like I need an answer, and then like y'all have like you got to start giving your answer. That doesn't mean you're out of time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so as soon as I stop reading, or if they ask to paste, as soon as it's pasted, and then 20 seconds, and then put time. So, yeah. All right. So you're good to go?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, cool. All right. So okay, we can move on to toss up 1. All right. So subsequent questions will count for points. Good luck and have fun. All right. Toss up number 1 for any player on any team. Who died at Megara due to old age and the passing of his son Aegialeus having once yoked his daughters to Seth.
Adrastus.
Adrastus is correct. A proverbial lion and boar before leading an expedition to restore the deposed king Polynices. Bonus 1 for Reagan. Polynices was the proverbial lion because his shield bore the emblem of a lion. Which of the 7 against Thebes was the proverbial boar? Okay, Titius is correct. And then bonus 2. Yoking in this case meant marrying. Name both the daughter whom Adrastus yoked to Polynices and the daughter whom he yoked to Titius. Yes, that Argeia and Deipoli are correct for a full 20 points on toss-up number 1 for Reagan. All right. Okay. What? All right. Toss-up number 2 for any player. What Latin word is represented by the S period in the related anon? Answer, please.
Senatus.
Sorry, Senatus is not correct. I'll repeat for the other 2 teams. What Latin word is represented by the S period in the related abbreviations S period, L period, and S period, L period, A period, N period, as well as the related abbreviations OB period, S period, P period, and D period? Mark?
Cine.
Cine is correct. D period, S period, P period. All right, bonus 1. The abbreviation S period D period, itself related to S period L period and S period L period A period N period, indicates that an assembly is adjourning indefinitely and stands for what 2-word Latin phrase?
Could you paste, please?
Yeah.
Maybe like. So cine, like. You guys know this? Sorry, I don't really.
I don't know either.
Like a decision, like decisio, I don't know. Cine DA, maybe DA, like a day to reconvene, like.
Oh yeah, I
You
could
guys
just go.
got that?
Yeah, I think that makes
Answer, please.
Okay. Cine DA.
That
Final.
is correct. Yeah, that is correct. And then bonus 2, the abbreviation S period, M period, P period, itself related to OB period, S period, P period, and D period, S period, P period, stands for what 3-word Latin phrase?
Can you paste?
Could you paste again, please?
Yeah.
So cine, is this cine more prolis, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's like die without
Yeah.
kids or something.
Okay, yeah.
What's the M? Is it?
Or 2 weeks.
Can someone put in the chat? I don't know.
I don't know.
Answer, please.
Okay. Okay. Cine mole proilis. Final answer.
Sorry, this is sine mascula prole, or without a male heir. So that's 15 points for BLSD on toss-up number 2. All right, toss-up number 3 for any player. What author who died of gout at the age Vishy?
Ennius.
Ennius is correct. So died of gout at the age of 70 during the Ludi Apollinares. Wrote the Poliatai, Calpuncula, and Pancratiastes, as well as a didactic work on gastronomy, Hedupagetica. All right, bonus 1 for Reagan. Ennius addresses what man in a famous alliteration, saying, "You have brought such great things upon yourself"?
Okay, so do I know this? Okay, could you paste?
Yeah, and you are not very loud, Vishy. It's hard to hear you.
Okay. Is this better?
Answer, please.
Titus Tatius, final answer.
Titus Tatius is correct. And then bonus 2. What work of Ennius, drawing on a treatise by Aristotle, was probably an exhortation to study philosophy?
This is like Euhemerus.
I think it's either Euhemerus or Epicharmus, but Euhemerus is probably correct because he was like
Wait, could you
known
paste?
for that.
Yeah.
Probably Euhemerus.
Yeah, I think it's Euhemerus. Okay, Euhemerus, final answer.
Sorry, this is the Protrepticus or Protrepticum. So that's 15 points for Reagan on toss-up 3. Yeah, okay.
Excuse me. Just to confirm, this whoever wins this moves on, right? Or it's not based on
Right,
points.
yeah. The team that wins goes to semis, and the two who, yeah.
Thank you.
Teddy, is this better?
Yeah, okay, that's
Okay.
better. All right, toss-up 4 for any player on any team. Who said that if the old woman had not arrived, he would have... Vichy?
Sertorius.
Sertorius is correct. He would have whipped the boy back to Rome when Metellus Pius saved Pompey after battles at Lauro and Sucro, which he won with native Iberians whom he drilled as legionaries. All right, bonus 1. Sertorius allegedly used what kind of animal, said to be fully snowy white, to converse with the goddess Diana?
Like a dove/fawn, final answer.
Yes, doe is correct. And then bonus 2. Forces of Metellus Pius crushed what subordinate of Sertorius, generally thought to be his second in command, at a site perhaps near Segovia in 75 BC?
Lucius Hertulius, final answer.
Lucius Hertulius is correct for a full 20 points on toss-up 4 for Reagan. All right. Okay. Toss-up number 5 for any player. In what city, which was home to a fresco depicting a woman dubbed La Parisienne and a fresco showing bull leaping, did Sir Arthur Anon?
Knossos?
Knossos is correct. Did Sir Arthur Evans excavate a palace in hopes of finding Minos' lost labyrinth? All right, bonus 1 for TJ. A faience statue from Knossos depicts a priestess or goddess holding 2 of what type of animal in her hands?
No clue.
Can you put
Two
the
of
question
what
in the chat,
type of
please?
animal? So probably either bird or snake, right?
Yeah. Probably a.
Who was Knossos sacred to?
I don't know that either. It's concrete.
Okay. I'd
Probably.
try snake, but I don't know.
Type animal seems like a
I think we
bird.
go snake. I think
Bird.
snake. I think snake is.
Okay, fine. Snake, final answer.
Snake is correct. And bonus 2. A fresco from Akrotiri, probably located in a room used for female puberty initiation rites, depicts young girls harvesting what crop as a goddess supervises?
Okay.
Can you put that in the chat, please?
Yeah.
So, any chance it's just wheat? What's like a feminine crop?
I don't know.
We can try just wheat or barley or
There's
something.
like that weird, like primetium or whatever. I think that
Just
series
try
gives.
wheat, I guess, if we don't have any better guesses.
I don't
Unless
think there's going to be like
Justin, what were you
a
saying?
Latin.
Answer,
Wheat,
please.
final answer.
Sorry, this is crocus or a saffron. That's the flower, I think. Anyway, so yeah, that's 15 points for TJ on toss-up 5. And after 5, let's have our score check.
After 5 questions, we've got Thomas Jefferson B with 15 points, Reagan B with 55 points, and BLS D with 15 points.
All right, great job. All right. Toss up 6 for any player. Describamus nunc proprietates dictionum in hac sententia. Parvi enem sunt foris arma, nisi est consilium domi. Quo casu sunt foris. Mark. Answer, please.
Locativo.
Locativo is correct. Full question was quo casu sunt foris et domi. So yeah, locativo. Bonus one for BLS. Responde Anglice. Quo casu et qua ratione est parvi.
Can you pay?
Can you please paste?
Yeah. I'll
What-
paste the toss-up sentence into.
And what case and which number, maybe? What's the ratio? What part? I don't know.
Probably no.
So it's nominative plural? I have no idea.
Yeah, I guess nominative plural.
Yeah. Okay. And well, it's in which because it's qua. So in which ration?
It's
What
in
the heck?
English. I don't think we need to do anything fancy.
It's a nominative plural, maybe.
Yeah, just go.
I think that's the best answer.
Answer, please.
Nominative plural.
Sorry, this is genitive of value because it's like in what case and what case and use is parvi. So yeah. All right. Bonus 2. Muta hanc sententiam in orationem obliquam cum verbo dicit.
Could you please paste again? So it says like change that sentence with the saying using the word dicit. So I have no idea what this is saying. Into the speech.
Want to just replace? Want to replace Nisi as with Dkit? Like I don't know.
Answer,
Sure.
please.
Okay. Final answer is parvi enim sunt foris arma dicit consilium domi.
Sorry, I'll just paste this in because it's kind of long. So yeah, this is what we need some subjunctive in here. So yeah. All right. So that's 10 points on toss up 6 for BLSD. Toss up number 7 for any player. All right. Toss up. What people produce Tarutius, the man courted by the prostitute Acca Laurentia after she slept with a god? Seth.
Let's just be the Latins. I don't know.
Sorry, I'll start over. Okay. What people produced Tarutius, the man courted by the prostitute Acca Laurentia after she slept with a god, as well as Aeneas's ally Tarchon and the bitter father of Lausus who fought against him, Mezentius? Jennifer,
The Rutulians?
can you repeat that, please?
Rutulians?
Sorry, that's not correct. Neil?
The McCanns.
Sorry. Now this is the Etruscans, the Tuscans, Etrurians, Tyrrhenians, or Tyrrhenians. So that's no points for any team on toss up number 7. Toss up number 8. Translate the following sentence about Demosthenes, adapted from Cicero Oratore. Respondebat Demosthenem summam vim habuisse dicendi. I'll repeat. Translate the following sentence about Demosthenes, adapted from Cicero's De Oratore. Respondebat Demosthenem summam vim habuisse dicendi. Anon?
He was replying that Demosthenes had the greatest force of speaking.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, all right, bonus 1. Now translate this sentence, adapted from the same work, into English. Sed mirabatur utrum Demosthenes suo ingenio an studio discendi dicere potuisset. And I'll paste that.
Thank you.
But
But
he was wondering whether Demosthenes
had been able to speak
to speak from his own like wit or from eagerness of learning.
Answer, please.
But he was wondering whether Demosthenes had been able to speak from his own wit or from eagerness of learning.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I can take that. Let me check real quick. Could you like type out what you said?
Sure.
Yeah, because what I have is well, I'll wait till you type that out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to take this, but just in case. Okay. Hold on 1 second. All right. Yeah. So we have same thing except to speak by or through, not from his own genius. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that should be fine. Oh, also we had genius instead of wit, but let's see what. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna take that. So yeah. All right. Bonus 2. Now translate this sentence adapted from the same work into English. Dicebat non quid Demosthenes dicere potuisset, sed quid isti rhetores docerent esse quaerendum. And I'll paste that.
Thank you.
So like he was saying not what Demosthenes had been able to say, but what those rhetoricians of yours taught him. Taught
what?
him
Answer, please.
He was saying not what Demosthenes had been able to say, but what those rhetoricians had taught him to seek. Wait.
Sorry, that's not correct. And since I said time, I have to take that. So I'll just paste this in because it's pretty long. Yeah, so kind of got mixed up in part of the first part. So yeah, good try though. All right, so that's 15 on toss up 8 for TJ, and we'll move on to toss up 9 for a new player. A letter between what two authors, one of whom Seth?
Tacitus and Pliny the Younger.
That is correct. One of whom was once mistaken for the other in the Circus Maximus, provides the primary account of an admiral's death near Misenum following the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. All right, bonus 1 for Reagan. How many books of Pliny's Epistulae were prepared for publication by the author himself, rather than being drawn from the archives of the emperors after his death?
Okay, so I think it's 9, and then 10 was the 10th book was the posthumous one.
Yeah, I think that's right. What is that? What I was asking, or?
Yeah, I mean, like we can just ask to paste just to be safe.
Okay, you just paste just in case. Okay, yeah, so that means he Okay, let's just go with that.
Yeah, so 9 final answer.
That's correct. And bonus 2, Pliny's Epistulae often mention occasions when he read a forthcoming speech or unpublished poetry to an invited audience of notables. Give the specific Latin name for these readings, which Seneca the Elder thought to have originated with Asinius Pollio.
Oh, so this is Reputatio's.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, just please paste.
Yeah.
Paste?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so often mentioned occasions where he gives the Latin name for these readings.
Yeah, that's
Like readings, right? Okay.
yeah, recitatio, final answer.
Recitatio is correct for a full 20 points on toss up 9. Okay. Toss up number 10 for any player on any team, after which we'll have a score check. Name the city in which the following historical events occurred. Faustus Sulla was the first to scale a wall defended by partisans of Aristobulus II. Vichy?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is correct. So of Aristobulus II, a man whose name meant son of a star, revolted to protest the construction of a temple to Jupiter Capitolinus. The 7-branched candelabrum or menorah was stolen by the forces of Titus. So yeah, Jerusalem. Bonus 1. Name that son of a star who revolted to protest the building of a temple to Jupiter Capitolinus. Yeah.
What was it? I completely forgot the toss up. Could you also paste the toss?
Yeah, I can just.
Am I- Okay, is this like Simon Bar Kokhba? Final answer.
Yeah. Simon Bar Kokhba or Simon bin Koseva / Kosiba is correct. And then bonus 2, the partisans of Aristobulus II occupied the Temple Mount during a civil war against what brother of Aristobulus?
You also paste.
Yeah.
Okay, brother of Aristobulus is John Hyrcanus, right? Seth, does that sound good? Okay, John Hyrcanus, final answer.
That is correct for a full 20 points on toss-up number 10 for Reagan. All right, so after 10, let's have our score check.
After 10 toss-ups, Thomas Jefferson B has 30 points, Reagan B has 95 points, and Boston Latin School D has 25 points.
All right, great job. All right, toss up number 11 for any player. For what sort of activity might men gather plagae, ratia, and venabula, a word derived from the deponent verb venor? Anon?
Hunting?
Hunting is correct. Derived from the deponent verb venor venari, to capture or kill feri. Okay, bonus 1. The first 3 of these words, plagae, ratia, and venabula, appear in a single line of Book 4 of the Aeneid as native Massilians prepare to accompany Dido and Aeneas on a hunt. Soon after, Dido's horse Frena spumantia mandit. Translate this phrase.
Can you
Could
put the
you-
phrase in the chat, please?
Yeah.
So like
The
did the foaming
reins,
rain?
it hands down the reins. The frothing reins? What?
Wait, is Mondo like chew or
Oh, yeah, it
hand over?
chews the frothing reins, I guess. Makes more sense.
The frothing, foaming?
Well, spumons.
Okay,
That's okay.
Answer, please.
okay, choose the frothing rains, final answer.
Yeah, that is correct. And then bonus 2. Soon after, Dido is described. She has a golden quiver. Her hair is bound with gold, and an aurea purpuream subnectit fibula vestem. Translate this line.
Can you put that in the chat again, please?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So a
A
golden,
golden brooch.
do you know fibula?
It's like a brooch. Is that how you pronounce
Okay,
it?
a golden brooch.
Subnected.
Like
What's nectar?
binds under.
Yeah.
It just binds the purple cloak, right?
Yeah, binds the
Binds
purple
or
cloak.
Is it binds or like ties?
I would say
Answer,
binds.
please.
A golden brooch binds her purple clothing. Final answer.
That is correct. For a full 20 points on toss up 11 for TJ. All right. Toss up number 12 for any player. In the Odyssey, who tells how he led men out from scooped out layers in the sand, removing the newly flayed seal skins with which Adothea had. Seth?
This could be Proteus?
Sorry, that's not correct. Gabriel?
Menelaus.
Menelaus is correct. The newly flayed seal skins with which Adothea had covered them in order to capture a shape-shifting old man, Proteus. Bonus one. In the Odyssey, on what island in the Nile Delta does Proteus live?
Oh shoot.
I have no clue.
Maybe it's related to. Do you remember the name of like the chick who talks to him and tells him how to defeat him?
That's Adothea.
Do you think
Okay.
Wait, it's something with a P, I'm pretty
Answer,
sure.
please.
Protedom. I don't know.
Sorry, this is Pharos. Bonus two. In a play by Euripides, Helen is taken to Egypt so that Proteus can keep her safe during the Trojan War. However, he soon dies and is succeeded by what son of his, who buries Proteus at the palace gate so he may greet him when entering and leaving.
Sons of Proteus?
Again, I've not heard this version of the story. I don't know any Sons of Proteus.
Is Oceanus a son of Proteus or
No.
Like Nereus or Aegyptus.
You can try maybe one of those.
Nereus sounds.
Answer, please.
Aegyptus. Final answer.
Sorry, this is Theoclymenus. So that's 10
that.
points. On toss up 12 for TJB. We'll move on. Toss up 13 for any player on any team. What author addressed the former mistress of Mark Antony in a work? Vishy?
Cornelius Gallus.
Cornelius Gallus is correct. The former mistress of Mark Antony in a work of elegies, of which only 10 lines, primarily discovered in Egypt, remain of the original 4 books of Amores. Bonus 1. Gallus's addressee worked as a mime under the stage name Kitharus. Give both her real name and the name under which Gallus addressed her in the Amores.
But there's like both Bony or.
No, that's just bonus 1.
Okay, no, it's Volumnia is her real name, but Lycoris is her stage name. Could you paste just in case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's Volumnia and Lycoris. Are you okay with that, sir? Okay. Yeah. Volumnia and Lycoris. Final answer.
That is correct. And then bonus 2. What Greek poet dedicated his Erotica and Patemata, a prose collection of romantic myths, to Gallus?
This is Parthenius of Nicaea. Okay, Parthenius of Nicaea. Final answer.
That is correct. For a full 20 points on toss up 13. Okay. All right. Toss up number 14 for any player. What institutions, which Pliny the Elder said ruined Italy and are now ruining the provinces, were estates larger than 5? Anon?
Latifundia.
Latifundia is correct. Were estates larger than 500 jugera that absentee landlords owned and slaves under a willicus worked. All right, bonus 1. Latifundia proved particularly dominant in the area just south of Mount Massicus, whose wine was considered as choice as the Caecuban. Give either the name of this region or its wine.
So is the wine just champagne? No, that's in France.
Mount
Can you
Okay,
paste?
so like,
Yeah.
Do you know like an area with wine named after it?
Champagne, it comes from Campus or Campania or what?
No, it has to be from the Champagne region of France, I think.
Yeah, but what is the name of the?
So south of Mount Mascus, do you know?
I don't know if
Answer,
that's
please.
Campania.
Sorry, this is Falernum is the region, and or Ager Falernus is the alternate, and then the name of the wine is Falernian wine. So bonus 2, most latifundia were formed by redistribution of the public land in Italy that Rome had acquired through conquest or appropriation. By what two-word Latin term was this public land known?
Oh, geez.
Can you
Can you
paste?
paste?
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Geez. So what's a
Maybe
word
something
for
about
land?
public conquest or
Like Ager or something?
yeah, Ager probably, or Terra.
Answer, please.
Ager Publicus.
Ager Publicus is correct for 15
What?
points on toss-up 14.
Nice.
All right. Toss-up number 15, after which we'll have a score check. For the verb capio, give the classical form that has the same person, number, tense, voice, and mood as duem. Anon? Answer, please.
Capiam.
Capiam is correct, and mood as duem, an archaic form of do, as well as the related forms malim, nolim, passim, and sim. Capiam. All right, bonus 1. Most properly, the subjunctive in subjunctive in I am is a development from what Proto-Indo-European mood, which shares a name and general function with a Latin subjunctive use that expresses a wish.
Optative.
Yeah, optative makes sense.
Okay, optative, final answer.
That's correct. And bonus 2, what optative derived form can be found in place of fecerim in early authors?
Foxim?
I think that's right, yeah.
Okay. Foxim, final answer.
Foxim is correct for a full 20 points on toss-up 15 for TJB. So after 15, what is our score?
After 15, Thomas Jefferson B has 95 points, Reagan B has 115 points, and Boston Latin School D has 25 points.
All right. Great job, everyone. Toss-up number 16 for any player on any team. Translate the following sentence from English to Latin. They elected Quintus Fabius dictator to fight the battle. Mark?
Okay. Ligerunt, quintum Fabium dictatorem, alpugnare proelium.
Sorry, that's not correct. Anon?
A ligerunt quintum Fabium dictum ad proelium pugnandum.
Could you spell your first word? Or type it? Sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat. Translate the following sentence from English to Latin. They elected Quintus Fabius dictator to fight the battle. All right, I've read it twice. Going to call time. Okay, so yeah, everything was right except we have elegerunt, like with an E. I'll check on that, but yeah, let me just ask real quick. Let's see. Forgetting. All right. So yeah, while we wait for the answer on that, move on to toss up 17. Yeah. Okay. So for now, no points on 16. All right. Everyone's okay with moving on while we wait, right? Is that okay? Y'all are good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. Toss up number 17 for any player. In Ovid's Metamorphoses, who is upset by locals jumping around a pool to Gabriel?
Series?
Could you repeat that?
Series?
Sorry, that's not correct. Seth?
Latona.
Latona is correct. To churn up soft mud at the very bottom and deny her water, leading her to cry, live in that Lycian swamp forever and turn them to frogs. Bonus one for Reagan. Earlier, Ovid describes how Niobe becomes a weeping rock atop what mountain after rejecting Latona's primacy?
A second. Yeah. I'm in one.
Mount Sibyllus, final answer.
That is correct, and bonus two. Although Ovid only refers to the story obliquely, Zeus pursued Latona's sister, Asteria, until she threw herself into the sea and became what type of bird, called ortyx in Greek?
Quail, pretty sure. Quail. Quail, final answer.
Okay, quail is correct for 20 points on toss-up 17 for Reagan. Okay, and then we've gotten the results back, and yeah, we're not going to take that for 16. So still no points. All right. Toss up number 18 for any player. When he declared Caesar possessed not only the greatest facility and refinement of style, but also the surest skill in explaining his own plans, what likely author of the Bellum Anon?
Aulus Hirtius.
Aulus Hirtius is correct. What likely author of the Bellum Alexandrinum acknowledged the difficulty of writing the 8th book of De Bello Gallico? Bonus one for TJB. If each book of Caesar's De Bello Gallico covered a year of his campaigns, with the 7th book describing an Arvernian-led revolt, what year BC is covered by Hirtius's 8th book?
51. Wait, maybe not. 52?
52, I think.
The
wait,
revolt
no,
was
no, no,
50
no, 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 no. Wait, this original 7 books end at 52, right?
50.
So 51.
Wait, when was the revolt? It was either 53 or 52. Probably crushed at.
Answer, please.
Okay, 51 BC. Final answer.
That is correct. And then bonus two. What work of the Corpus Caesarianum, the last chronologically, is largely written in colloquial, if not ungrammatical, language?
Is this one Hispaniense? Right.
Okay, sure. I defer to Justin.
Bellum Hispaniense.
That is correct for a full 20 points on toss-up 18. For Thomas Jefferson. All right. Toss up number 19 for any player, after which we will have a score check. Coats of arms are often emblazoned on an escutcheon, a word derived from what Latin? Anon?
Scutum.
Scutum is correct. From what Latin noun whose derivative squire etymologically means shield bearer or shield maker? Bonus one. Many heraldry terms are derived from Latin, but we will focus on the attitudes or the positions in which an animal is emblazoned next to an escutcheon. For example, a lion walking dexter towards the viewer's left is said to be passant. From what Latin verb with what meaning does passant, like the chess term en passant, derive?
Passing, in passing.
Okay, so that's pondo spread, right? Because like en
think
passant is like you spread pass, right? Because you skip one.
in passing, yeah.
Yeah. So
Sure.
pondo. Spread.
Pondo. Wait, do we need the meaning? Yeah, okay. Pondo to spread, final answer.
That is correct. And then bonus 2. Similarly, a lion on a seal may be called coward. What? Coward? It's like a French or whatever. Okay. Using your knowledge of Latin derivatives and English idiom, describe the position which the lion is in. And I'll put that.
Okay, so coward comes from cauda, tail. So it's retreating, right?
Oh. Right.
Or it has its tail tucked between its legs.
Right, that's right. Jeez, I looked at you.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Its tail is tucked between its legs, final answer.
That is correct for a full 20 points on toss up number 19. And after 19, what is our score?
After 19, we have Thomas Jefferson B with 135 points. We have Reagan B also having 135 points. And Boston Latin School D has 25 points.
All right. All challenges for the first 19 questions must be submitted and resolved by this point. I will pause briefly to ensure that this has been done. So, anybody have any outstanding challenges on anything? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to toss up number 20 for any player on any team. A temple to Wika Pota. Vishy.
Publicola,
Could you repeat that?
like Publicola.
Publicola is correct. A temple to Wika Pota stood at the foot of the Velian on the old site of what man's house, which he moved from the summit due to charges of restoring the monarchy, partly earning him an agnomen meaning friend of the people. All right. Bonus 1 for Reagan. In 509 BC, Publicola was elected to replace Lucius Tarquinius Collatinus as consul when Collatinus went into exile due to his family name. What name is typically given to such replacement consuls, though Livy first uses it for Spurius Lucretius Tricapitinus?
Okay. This is also Livy too. I don't know. Is it like Interrex? That would not make sense though. What do you think, Seth?
Okay.
Oh, is this the? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's just go with Interrex final answer.
Okay, sorry, that's not correct. This is a suffect consul or consule suffecti or consul suffectus. Try bonus 2. What man perhaps was a consul suffectus in 299 BC, which would be his 6th consulship, and is said to have defeated a gigantic Gaul in single combat some 50 years earlier?
Or this is Corvus, right? Like, Seth, do you remember that? Like there was like a crow that like destroyed him, and he was like, okay, right? That makes sense, right? Okay. Let's just go with Valerius Corvus final answer.
That is correct for a 15 points on toss-up 20 for Ronald Reagan, making our final score.
Thomas Jefferson B has 135 points. Reagan B ending with 150 points. And Boston Latin School D with 25 points.
All right. Thank you for playing this evening, and congratulations to the teams which have qualified for semifinals. More information about semifinals, which will take place next Tuesday at the same time, will be available on the server shortly. So yeah, great job, everyone. And yeah, congrats to Reagan.
Good game, and thank you for reading.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Again.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, James, you can stop recording now.
Yeah, all right.
Nice. Oh yeah, James, thanks for coming in to score.